Shalom, shalom. It's like, first and foremost, want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the elders, shalom to the Akim out there, push the truth from the four corners. Through thy precepts, I get understanding. So, I just wanted to briefly talk about my hyena pit, right? Lord willing, my hyena pit, right? So I wanted to break down in the scriptures what I mean by my hyena pit, right? First off, we know it's like that the Most High compared us to lions, right? The Israelites are compared to lions, specifically the tribe of Judah. But the righteous, even in the Proverbs 28:1, it says the righteous are as bold as lions. And you look at the characteristic of a lion, lions are very bold, right? You got male lions that attack an elephant, take down giraffes, big prey such as those animals, right? Wildebeests. Wildebeests aren't the biggest, but even rhinos sometimes, right? You have lions who aren't the biggest animal in the animal kingdom, but they're very courageous, right? So let's get this in Isaiah 59:19. It says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up the standard against him." What's that standard? Those spiritual powers, right? The holy angels, Yahweh shall coming back with his holy angels, with the holy hosts, which host means armies, right? The angels of heaven, right? Also, it's talking about the beasts, the animals, right? So let's get that, prove that with the scriptures. Now this is Revelation 12, and I'm going to start at 15. It says, "And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman." Who's that woman? Yasha'Allah, the Israelites, right? When they come in with their military troops, right? With all their armies to subdue us, right? To slay us, to destroy us, right? The Most High is going to lift up that standard, right? Those waters represents, their armies and their navies coming after us, right? Verse 16, it says, "And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth." Right? So the earth opened up her mouth, right? And helped the woman. And for that word, earth in the Greek, it means abode of man and beast, right? So it's going to be man and beast, right? Rising up. The Most High going to bless with those spiritual powers, right? The elect and beast, right? That's why I say I'm going to have my hyena pit, right? Because according to Job chapter 6, what's it like at 5, right? Job 5:23, it says, "For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee." So the beasts are going to be at peace with the elect, the hopeful elect, right? So Lord willing, if I'm the hopeful elect, Lord willing, me and my brothers and all the brothers, the Akim out there on the highways and byways, the elders that have been pushing this truth for years, 20, 30 years, 10 years, right? Out there doing this work in truth and sincerity, right? Lord willing, all of those brothers, including myself, are part of the elect, right? And it says the animals shall be, the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. So if it be the Lord's will, man, I'm going to have my hyena pits. Why did I choose hyenas, right? Because me looking into the characteristics of a hyena, first and foremost, they got one of the most powerful jaws in the animal kingdom, right? Hyenas chew through bones. They eat bones. They're one of the few animals that eat bones too, right? And another characteristic about the hyena, they're scavengers, just like Esau, right? And they roll in packs, well, clans, right? They called hyena clans. And what that reminds you of? So-called white man, Ku Klux Klan, right? So my whole point of choosing a hyena, which I could have chose a jaguar who has, powerful jaws too, but the fact that hyenas are like, they're first of all, they enemies of the lions, right? They sworn enemies of the lions, right? And lions represent us, and I believe that the hyenas represent Esau, right? Sworn enemies. They're scavengers. They roll in clans, right? The Most High compared us to lions, right? 20 hyenas can kill one male lion, but 2 male lions can kill 20 hyenas, right? So you see the power, the difference in power and authority that the lion has over the hyena, but the hyena are scavengers and they eat you while you're alive, right? They don't even suffocate you, right, before they start eating you, right? They eat you alive. That's one of my purpose for choosing the hyena as one of my animal that's going to destroy Esau in the kingdom, right? Because he's gonna rip you apart while you're still alive, right? And since you like to be a damn demon on the earth, right, and you're a scavenger, I feel like it's only right for the animal that closely resembles your spirit and your nature is the one that tears you apart, right? Because what, my lions are too royal to be eating on some dirty ass heathen, right? That's why I didn't choose the lion to have a hyena pride destroy my enemies. I didn't choose a lion pride to destroy my enemies. I chose the hyenas because what? I know they're going to eat you while you're alive. Lions like to suffocate you first and then eat you, right? But hyenas, they'll start tearing into you while you're alive, right? So you're going to be destroyed by the animal that closely resembles your nature, right? Hyenas. Because they're going to be at peace with us. Now this is Proverbs 28:1. It says, the wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. Why did he choose a lion? Right? Because the lions are very courageous. They're very bold. Right? And that's how we ought to be in this truth. We ought to stand bold for the Lord and his words. Right? He says, set thy face against Mount Seir, according to Ezekiel chapter 35. Right? Set thy face against Mount Seir, prophesy against it. Right? Hate the evil, love the good, according to Amos 5:15. Right? Psalms 94:16, who shall rise up for me against the evildoers, against the workers of iniquity, right? So we ought to be bold as lions when it comes to teaching this truth, right? Because we know it's the truth. Mark 8:38 says, if you're ashamed of the Lord's words, he's going to be ashamed of you when he come back with his holy angels, right? So you have to be bold. You have to stand strong in this truth, understanding that it is the truth, right? It's Leviticus chapter 26, verse 8. It says, and 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight, and your enemy shall fall before you by the sword, right? And that reminds me back to those lions. There's a video on YouTube where 20 lions attacked one male lion, right? And they could have possibly killed him if it had not been for the other male lion who was his ally, heard the commotion that came, and 2 male lions chased off 20 hyenas, right? And hyenas they vicious too, right? They not nothing to be played with. You feel me? Let me read that again. We have to take on that spirit of a lion, right? This is Leviticus 26:8. It says, and 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight, and your enemy shall fall before you by the sword. All right, just like I said, that lion, those 2 lions, 2 male lions chasing off 20 hyenas. right? Similar to what the Most High said we would be doing, right? Let me get this. Let me get this Sirach first. And you've seen different accounts in the scriptures of the Most High dealing with the spirits of the animal, right? Like when those kids were mocking Elisha, right? Called him thou bald head. Like what? He prayed to the Most. He cursed them in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. It's like, and the Lord sent 2 she-bears, right? And tore those kids, I believe it was 40 kids in pieces, right? Or the time during when Daniel was thrown in the lion's den because he wouldn't stop serving the Lord. Even though the Persians, they devised to have a decree that you couldn't pray to your God, Daniel still stood bold and prayed to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and they threw him in the lion's den. And what? The Most High shut the mouths of the lions. So throughout the scriptures, it shows you the Most High is the Father of spirits, and He deals with the spirits of the animals also. It's like, let me get this in Hebrews. Hebrews 12:9. It said, furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live, right? So the Most High is the Father of spirit, right? He's the Father of spirits. And that also includes the beast, right? Also, it was an account when the Most High sent the prophet to do a specific job, and the prophet ended up listening to another man who claimed he was a prophet, and the Most High had a lion destroy him. All right? Let me get that account real quick. 2 Kings. Was it, it's like 2 Kings or it's 1 Kings. I'm gonna just jump down to 24. I'm gonna start at 23. Right? We can read this whole chapter. 1 Kings 13. It's 1 Kings 13:23. And it came to pass after he had eaten bread and after he had drunk, that he saddled for him the ass, to wit, for the prophet whom he had brought back. And when he was gone, a lion met him by the way and slew him. And his carcass was cast in the way, and the ass stood by it, and the lion also stood by the carcass. So this is how you know that the Most High had control of the spirits of this lion. Because what? It was by an ass. And usually an ass would be a prey, right? To a lion, right? A hungry lion, the ass would be a prey. They hunt wildebeest, right? Zebras, right? Zebras similar to an ass, a donkey, right? But the Most High had this lion right next to this ass, and the lion did not attack the ass. That's how you know the Most High was in control of the spirit of this animal, right? Verse 25, behold, men passed by and saw the carcass cast in the way, and the lion standing by the carcass. And they came and told it in the city where the old prophet dwelt. Verse 26, and when the prophet that brought him back from the way heard thereof, he said, it is the man of God who was disobedient unto the word of the Lord Yahweh. Therefore the Lord Yahweh have delivered him unto the lion, which have torn him and slain him, according to the word of the Lord Yahweh, which he had spake unto him. Right? So the Most High was in control of the spirit of this lion. Right? And like it says in Job 5:23, the beast of the field shall be at peace with us. So back to my hyena pit. Right? Because if it be the Lord's will, I'm going to have my hyena pit and they're going to tear you heathens apart while you're alive, right? That's something to look forward to in the 1,000 years reign, ruling, right? For all the shit that you do to us, all the oppression, all the Lord's reproaches, the mockery, right? The slick talking, all that bullshit. You're going to have to, every idle word, right? You're going to have to give an account of in the day of judgment. All right? That's Matthew 12:36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give an account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. So all you heathens, right? Well, this is talking about our people, but it goes for you heathens too. All them idle words you've been speaking against the men of the Lord, the daughters of the Most High, right? You're gonna have to give an account of that, right? And you better pray you not in my plantation, right? You better pray that I'm not your king, right? Because I pray that the Lord allows me to remember all you heathen that ever said any disrespectful shit to me ever, right? Or looked at me crazy, because you're going to meet my hyena pit. And Kevin going to be the first one in my hyena pit, right? My hyena is going to tear your ass to pieces while you're alive, right? Look up hyenas and see how vicious they is, right? So with that, matter of fact, let me get that Sirach 47 real quick. The Sirach 47 and start at 1. And after him rose up Nathan to prophesy in the time of David. As is the fat taken away from the peace offering, so was David chosen out of the children of Israel. He played with lions as with kids, and with bears as with lambs. Right? So King David played with lions and bears, right? So it's going to be the same way in the kingdom, right? The animals, the beasts of the field are going to be at peace with us, right? And we're going to be able to control the animals, right? And my hyena pit is going to tear a lot of you heathen to pieces, right? The Lord, the scriptures say we shall meditate terrors. That's one of my terrors that's in store for y'all heathen, man. Especially you Edomites and you Ishmaelites too, because y'all motherfuckers real proud, right? Y'all gonna meet my hyena pit too, right? And y'all see how they got lions over there, but the lions that you got in y'all house, all the animals that you got in y'all house is gonna turn to us and listen to us, right? They're gonna turn away from you and they're gonna destroy you, right? So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. Double honors to the elders, Shalom to the Akim out there, pushing the truth in the four corners, and truth and sincerity. Shalom to the Akwaf out there, listening and learning. Their true daughters of Sir. Through thy precepts, I get understanding. Shalom.